What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the long journey home. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as we continue to attempt to not die. They should basically call this game Don't Die, a space adventure, because everything is trying to kill you. I'm sure there are those of you in the comments from the last episode that were like, why didn't you take the missions for the fun little guys that opened up their poop sack and started a war? And I was like, because that mission sucks. I've tried that mission before, and it never goes well. You always die. I've tried it twice, and I've died both times. Both times it was equally awful, and both times it was equally upsetting. And so I just stopped doing that mission. We've got another gas giant over here. I am going to go down. I'm going to go down on the gas giant and see if I can get some helium or some hydrogen or something. Hope there's not like thunderstorms or anything down here. It's average gravity, so we should be good. Normally I'd say this would be a terrible idea. I think navigating in a storm like this has got to be absolutely atrocious. Basically just flying by instrumentation. Hey, where the shit do you think you're going, helium? Oh, no. You might want to right the ship. That might be a good idea. I don't know if it'll right back, but you should try. There you go. We have normal gravity here. So trying to go hunting at the moment for anything what might be useful to me. So we've got some helium down here. I will take that. So we've got some helium. I'm going to try and get back up to this layer right here before these guys bypass me. But I don't know if I'll be successful or not. Oh yeah, there we go. There's some helium right here too. Was that hydrogen I got last or helium? I didn't see if it had an E after the H. But we'll grab you. It was hydrogen. Okay. That's fine. All the chemists in the room wincing and getting all upset with me. Dude, I play video games on the internet for a living, dude. I'm like one of the dumbest people you will ever meet when it comes to knowing stuff. Like knowing factoids and things. It's just not something I ever focused on, alright? I wasn't quite sure I was going to be on the internet this much when I was younger. But I was pretty sure... Oh, I could push myself down. I forgot about that. I've got down thrust, too. It's getting a little bit nasty down here. I'll probably take us back up, and we'll see if we can grab one more tank full, one more scoop full of fuel. Oh, there's no free container. Never mind. It has to be helium if I'm going to take it. Well, then I'll just bug out now. It's not that big of a deal, and we've got enough repair stuff back on the ship to go ahead and get rid of the armor damage that we took right there from that planet. I do wish there was more variety on the planets. Like, the planets mostly just feel like MMO-style resource nodes to me. Like, they don't feel that interesting. Yeah, if you know what I mean. We will fix that with a little bit of copper just to clear out the bay. And then I shouldn't need to use much fuel. I think that's the last planet, and so we're going to go ahead and jump. We shouldn't be out here. Earth's not ready for all this. No, it is not. These people are super advanced. They have ships made out of plants and stuff. It's crazy. We are definitely not on their level technologically. I'll probably go to La Puta, a.k.a. the whore. Then I assume maybe good things will happen here. There's only copper there. There's silicates in there. If we can make a little bit of money, we can refill our... There's a whole bunch of stuff in Herbig. Herbig what? Whatever. The supersymmetric hadronizer is overheating. That sounds like a bullshit term. That's a big feature of this game I strongly dislike as well. I don't like it that your ship takes damage just from like flying around. Like, I feel like there should be punishments for playing dangerously and doing stupid shit, but like it bugs me for whatever reason that like through no fault of your own things just break while you're flying around. I don't know. The game's already hard enough without just like random RNG punishment like that, and so I think they should definitely get rid of that and just remove it. It doesn't add anything to the game, and I think that's the big question with game design is like, what does this add to the game? And in general, the stuff that breaks... Oh, is this a gate? I didn't realize there was a gate over here. Yeah. I don't need the gate, so I was just over here to harvest materials. I don't care about the gate at all. The gate's irrelevant to me. I don't need the gate at the moment at all. I would much rather go towards whatever this super dense planet is over here. And believe me when I say it does look super dense. It's pulling us towards it super hardcore. That should be about right. It's low risk, but it's searing. There's copper on there. Not worth it. We're going to skedaddle on out. We can use the gate. Is that a space station? Where are we right now? As far as database, galaxy view. Where are we right now? Did I go to La Puta? Oh, I am in La Puta. Okay, so it's not a gate, it's a shipyard, I guess. Okay, we'll take a look at it. I'll hit the asteroid field, though, first. But it's not worth it. Searing planets say that they're not risky, but a searing planet is super risky. Searing planets give your characters burns, which they'll just accumulate over time. And so there's other things that I'd like to change about the game, too. Like, I dislike that it always costs the same amount of money to refill your EM tanks or to refill your fuel, no matter how it is. Like, it should be proportional. If you've only got 1 unit of fuel missing, you shouldn't have to pay for 3 units or whatever. It's one of those things that, like, there's a bunch of weird little decisions in this game that I don't think were made in good faith. Like, I think they were just poor decisions as far as game design goes. And it really does actually ruin the experience. I cannot recommend this game at $30 with the current control scheme and the current way that the game functions. Like, I enjoy it, but I can't vouch that anybody else will enjoy it, because for every 10 minutes I spend enjoying this game, there's 10 minutes I spend just, like, hating one of the features that just drives me crazy. And so, like, that kind of stuff, I feel like I should bring it up in a playthrough. And destroy that thing. Hopefully we'll pick up something over here. I don't know. We gotta find something to sell at the station, otherwise we're not gonna be in good shape. So we got some silicates. That's actually really good because our EM drives are empty, or emptying, and they're about to be emptier if we don't get a little bit more. I'll swing the ship through. Ooh, this is a little rough right here. Like, I think we'll be okay. Shields don't protect you from collisions with asteroids, so, you know, watch out for that. But yeah, the game is overpriced for what it is right now, which is basically just a really pretty iPad game. The controls definitely feel like a mobile game. And a lot of the little features in the game are either really repetitive or very RNG laden. And RNG is not something that I particularly enjoy. RNG tends to annoy the Christ out of me. Oh man, our loot flew off that way. Alright, we're going to have to go around the other side to go get it. Damn it, why are you flying away from me, little poo chunk in space? Why are you flying away from me? This poo chunk is being very difficult to pick up. Carbonates, so that's good. I also don't like how the asteroids don't respond to you shooting them. They just continue flying in one direction. Like, they should get pushed when you shoot them with guns. I don't know how I'm going to get up that way as of right now. If I can slide through here... Shit. Oh, it's right there. I thought it was going to be further away. Okay. Well, we'll bank that shot through then, and we'll just kind of see what we get. Hopefully more stuff to refill the EM fuel, because that's what we need the worst. Ah. Yeah, borates. That'll refill the EM. Good. Awesome. Is this borates as well? Good. Okay, so we've got a ton of borates. I'm going to kill the shields real fast because I don't need access to the guns anymore. We'll try and launch in this direction, maybe. Nope, not going to make that one. That one will get it. There we go. We managed to make it out of the field. Good. Very good. Alright, so now that we're over here, I'm actually going to about face, and we're going to go back to the station, because I thought it was a gate station for whatever reason. It kind of looked like a gate station to me. I don't know. I'll go ahead and vary my trajectory ever so slightly. There we go. And while we're down here, I'm going to take these resources. I'm going to use the gas converter to get us filled back up. We've got a little bit of helium, and actually the main thing that I'm concerned about is the EM refinery. Ooh, those borates, getting it done. I'm going to wait until we use another pip so we get the maximum amount out of it. Don't waste borates. They're super valuable, and they fill up like a half a pip. We got to find the gate station that allows us to dock. There should be like a little spot where we can hail them. Greetings, in the name of truth, come dock. Okay, well... I mostly practice villainy, spite, and evil, but, you know, I suppose truth will work for this clandestine operation. In we go to land with the, Cuddyites, or whatever they're called. Yeah, Cuddyiest. There we go. You got any work? All that can spread the word of truth is in its service. We run short of shells, and you know it. They are hard to grow and take time to ripen. Perhaps if the humans have a chance to collect some from our planetary establishments. They hold our energy intact, but they wear out so soon. We find aliens disapprove when we communicate with them as naked energy, especially when they get flash fried into small piles of ash. Star Mother, the Ira Nakarko let it go. Why can't you? Alright, so for your services, their merchant wants a couple different things from us, but he's not going to get any of them. We have a basic replating. We have an adaptive cure. We have a Gwendolyn. I'll probably turn over these two and just kind of see. They'll pay 82 for it. Okay. What if I add in a bunch of iron? Well, there we go. 112 credits. It gets us started. It gets us started. We have something right now, so that's good. A little bit of money. As far as their shipyard goes, what do they have? An exotic matter tank, additional tanks to add for longer expeditions. Probably not a bad idea. They've also got phased crystal shielding and a plasma harpoon. Okay, I don't have money for either of those. So what we'll do is we'll try to find some of their planetary areas. An extract from our word? No, thank you. You lost our respect. We now consider you seekers. Yeah, if you click yes right there, they go into this long sermon that's like 5 minutes long, and I just don't feel like sitting through it. They're basically Space Jehovah's Witness. They seriously are. They're like space door knockers. They're super obnoxious. Hopefully I don't endo into a star while I'm doing this. Yeah, I was going to say I might end up inside that star if I do this wrong. We'll go ahead and jump on out. We'll have another opportunity to trade once we get a little bit further in. And if I can find missions that are a tiny bit easier and like more small time, more little league, I would think I would feel better about it. If we go to Herbig, that means we get to Maya next, and that'll be okay. So I'm going to go to here. We should be able to harvest off all the things we need, provided the planets aren't too dangerous in this system. I'm going to ride this one back around the star because ain't nothing on this side anyways. And then there's another small blue star over there that looks like it has another assemblage of planets. So as we turn, there we go. That sort of put us on the right trajectory, but not quite. We will probably have to lose some speed if we want this to work. So far, we haven't gotten any Metsuyun whatever planets, those people that are like made out of toxic spores or whatever. It's so sad too, because they just want to be your friend. It always makes me sad. Interacting with them, they're like, we just want friends, but everything that touches them like dies instantly. It's just copper and gold on this planet. We'll try to go to this little moon over here instead. This is a deadly planet. Wouldn't risk it. We don't have any modules or anything to help nullify the risk of going there. And so for right now, my estimate is this little planet doesn't have much gravity at all, does it? We're actually going to have to widen that trajectory just slightly. There we go. Much better. This planet is harmless, and it has a bunch of copper on it. We do have some repairs we need to run. So I'm going to go ahead and land it. I'm going to land it. We'll grab that copper. We'll throw it into repairs wherever we can. And then if we end up with a surplus, we'll go ahead and sell it off a little bit later for like 50, 60 more credits. We haven't done any quests yet. Quests are a great way to get yourself paid like 700, 800 credits at a time. But it's also a great way to get yourself murdered horribly, so keep that in mind. A lot of the quests are very high risk. So, you know, watch out for that if you're playing the game yourself. Don't get yourself killed. God, I hate low-gravity planets. They are the worst. And it's a low-gravity planet with wind. Super awesome. That's going to make this crazy easy to deal with. Can you please not be upside down anymore, you idiot? There we go. There we go. Put it down and just mine what I can real fast. Transmission clutch is a little busted, so we're going to have to get that repaired. Well, it's already messed up, so I don't see any reason not to mess it up further. But yeah, the wear and tear system and stuff like that, I don't feel like they offer you enough opportunities to repair things and fix things. Like, you can get them fixed at stations, but the prices of getting them repaired are, like, absolutely absurd. Like, I would lower all the repair prices by, like, 30 to 40% in this game because they're out of their minds with some of the prices. Like, it's like 150 credits to fix shit sometimes. And it's like, dude, you do a quest that you almost die on and you get, like, 100 credits. It's like, alright, whatever. Basically, I think the difficulty in this game needs to be steered backwards a ton. And no, that doesn't mean add an easy mode. That means your main game mode is almost impossibly difficult. Therefore, you should take it down a notch so that the game's actually achievable and winnable. Believe me, I've played a lot, and very rarely do I make it out of the second or third system. Basically, this game needs a lot of patching, a lot of love, and a lot of fixing. The controls are the first part that I would fix. After the controls, I would actually nix the difficulty pretty substantially, because there's a difference between challenging and RNG-laden hellscape. There's silicates and carbonates over here. I would definitely recommend we go over and take those. I will run some repairs. I hope we get the opportunity to grab some helium or some hydrogen or something like that from one of the buildings, or I'm sorry, from one of the planets in the area, so that we can keep ourselves trucking a little bit better. This area does have average gravity, so let me turn the thrusters on. Oof, almost ate that one. Almost bit down on that turd sandwich. Oh, this place has EM storms. That'll be fun to deal with. Okay. If you got EM storms, be careful about that shit. EM storms can get you into big trouble. I think that's about all we're getting from that silicate mine. Basically, keep yourself at low velocity. Yeah, exactly, because if you get struck by lightning like that right there, it knocks out your boosters. So keep yourself at low altitude and low speed so that if your boosters get blasted out, you don't burn in hella hard and die. Obviously, when you're trying to leave the atmosphere, that's also a possibility. Our xenon absorber, adsorber. We've got a typographical error right there. I'm going to try and stay moving. But I have my suspicions that, well, with the lightning storm, it said this place wasn't risky, but I didn't see the lightning storm warning, so I wouldn't have come down here if I'd known there was lightning storms. They're just too risky a lot of the time. What is this? Let me see if I can hop it backwards. There we go. What is this? I'm standing on what looks like the ruins of an old temple. Floor looks like marble. The courtyard is surrounded by what looks like dragon is the only word that comes to mind. There's 5 of them carved out of stone or larger than the others, and they don't look friendly. There's a dim chant coming from somewhere, one word over and over. It sounds like Chansu. Entering the temple, the floor is covered with sand and veins of black oil. I found a corridor. I don't like the sight of it at all. The back is open, but there's skeletons of several races impaled on spikes or otherwise collapsed. It looks like a trap. Should I risk it? No. Yeah, I would bail out, man. I'm not down with this Indiana Jones in space bullshit. Our lander's a little scuffed up right now. It needs some serious loving. Alright, let's put this thing down here and see what we can pull out. Hopefully a pretty good chunk of carbonates. So there we go. And now we get to see if we can make it out into orbit without getting struck by lightning, which is always super fun. Good, we made it. Fantastic, dude. It sucks when you almost hit the line and then you get boosters blasted out by lightning. Fucking Thunder God's ass over here. Like, Jesus. It always sucks when you're trying to get out of orbit and you end up tripping the light fantastic across the Thunder God's taint. It's just like, ugh. We gotta jump over to that blue area right there because there are still things that we need. So I'll start acceleration now so that we slingshot. And there it is. And so we've got a couple little planets in here. I'm hoping that they have fuel for us. Because so far we're actually doing really well. I know it doesn't seem like it, but this is actually a successful playthrough. There we go. Refill the EM tanks and conserve space in our inventory for now. And then we'll go ahead and speed up and ride this out. Okay, so we're losing velocity because we're getting pulled towards that small star. But we do have some stuff over here. So I'm going to take a look. And the truth of the matter is we truly and desperately need fuel. So if we can't find a helium vent or something down in here, we're going to end up buying it, and that's just going to be way too expensive. All right, there we go. We pulled ourselves in. This place has hydrogen. I'm going to go for it. Sounds good to me. It looks like there's only the one hydrogen vent. We haven't gotten super lucky with alien ruins or anything yet. It's a very low gravity planet, so our entry should be fairly simple. And then I'll just drag this backwards like so, just moonwalking my way across the planet. And then, we'll get this sorted out real fast. Tilt that thing forward. There we go. Getting that good stuff now. And so we'll jump up and out of here. Basically everything on my lander is broken already. So I might as well fly this thing until it's a nub. You know what I mean? I'm just going to fly this thing until it hits the dirt. Because I don't really have a choice. I don't know if that's a star right there. I might live to regret this. Oh, it's a planet. Okay. So I need to enter like so. Lengthen that a little bit. And our speed should be sufficient to sit down on here. Hopefully it's not crazy deadly. It is crazy deadly. Good. That's what I always wanted, to go to a crazy deadly planet. Well, we got a little bit more fuel. It's not a lot, but it's something. I'll throw some magnesium into the lander so that that's fixed up a little bit. And aside from that, we're just going to have to cruise for a little while. Oh, there's one more planet right here that might be worth taking a look at. But we're not equipped to go. So don't go to high risk or deadly planets until you have a whole bunch of modules for your ship that like negate, because you can get things that flat out negate lightning, and you can get things that flat out negate the wind, and things that flat out make your boosters better for high gravity planets. And so like you want to wait until you have those upgrades before trying to do any crazy-ish. I may need to hook this back this way if I want this to work. There we go. Ugh. And because this is so close to the star, this is going to be a very sketchy entry. It's a harmless planet covered in copper. Sure. Let's go down. Oh my god, I didn't mean to do that. Why did we go out of orbit? I didn't tell it to do that. We just like fell out of orbit for no reason. Like, I really legitimately did not tell it to do that. I didn't click my mouse or anything, I don't think. We'll lay it over here and go get that copper, but we only took a little damage because the planet was small. We were able to pull ourselves out of it. We got what looks like another temple over here, too. This is a very low gravity planet. Just barely missed that. And then I'll use downward thrust to get us here. Alright. I'm gonna have to do it like so. And that actually should put us down nice and purty. Oh, it looks like there's wind. Yeah, there's wind. Jesus. Planets with no wind. I'm sorry, with wind but low gravity can definitely be a pain in the sack. For this reason right here, because the lander controls are doo-doo butter in this game. They are downright freaking awful. There we go. I don't think we're going to get much copper out of this one, so I'm going to go for the little, whatever the hell that is over there. And we'll probably want to start burning that real fast. Nope, we ain't going around the horn today. You can't make me. I will check this out, though. This looks like the same thing that we saw before, though. I don't know what this is, but it's kind of sinister. Looks like the kind of place that wants to eat my lunch. But maybe we'll find something useful. Who knows? It's a Chansu temple. Different statues from the last one we found, but no prettier. You want to go inside? You can look. I found, I don't know, it's like an underground cathedral. Floor is sticky with like black tar. It's dripping from the ceiling. All the windows are busted. There's an altar smashed in half in the middle. Some kind of broken totem, and behind it there's what's left of a crystal statue, a dragon of some kind. Alright, take it. Got it, returning to the lander. Let's get the hell out of here. This place creeps the shit out of me. So we've got a broken totem. That totem used to be a good man until his wife left him. In the lab, what can we do with the totem? I bet we need the archaeologist for that. Bet we need the archaeologist. Give me a damn med kit. I paid for enough of the bloody things. Salvage kit. I don't know that anything needs to be repaired. Actually, we do have busted something, rather. I don't know what it does, but my presumption is that it does something. probably something important at the end of the day. So let's jump out of here, and that's going to be the last thing we do for this episode. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me for the next episode of The Long Journey Home. I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for stopping on in. It's always fun to play indie games with all of you, and I'm having a lot of fun with the game. I will see you all next time. This is definitely one of those games that I would wait and see how they patch it, though, because this is a game that has a lot of kind of nicks and cuts. You know, it's a gem, but it's definitely a flawed kind of chunky gem. I will see you all later when we go to Maya for our next interaction with the wonderful Kedayug or Cuddies or whatever they're called, alright? Hi to everybody, bye.